Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the input devices and output devices of computer. So what are input devices? Basically, input devices are those devices by which we can give the input, and output devices are those devices by which we can get the output from the computer. Okay, so and now we are going to discuss some most common input devices and output devices by which we can understand the concept more easily. Okay, so now let us move to the next slide where we can just discuss more about input devices. So input is any data or instruction that is entered into the computer's memory. So it means what is data and instruction. Suppose if I just give, like 2 plus 3. So I'm just using this numeric keys. Okay, 2, 3. I'm just pressing 2 and 3. These are number keys, and plus is the operator. So by which we are getting the output, that is 5, and we can see these output by the display screen of monitor. So what is this? This is just like the input devices, and we are giving the input to our computer. Computer, they don't have any brain. They don't know what to do by them, okay, by themselves. So we are giving them the instruction, and by our instruction only they just follow whatever we are giving, and they are just giving us the output. Input devices are the hardware components, like let's say keyboard, let's say mouse. So these are few input devices that you use to enter the data or instruction into the computer. Okay, so now we are going to discuss more about the output devices. Output devices by which we can get the output. So this is just like a result of inputs whatever we are giving to the computer. Inputting data into the computer. The computer processes the data. So whatever the inputs we are giving, so computer process that data by the help of CPU. Now CPU is another thing, that is the central processing unit, which is known as the brain of the computer, and CPU actually process our input data or instruction and gives us the output. The computer sends out the processed information by means of the output devices. Output devices can be displayed on screen, print out, that is the hard copy, soft copy we can see on screen in the forms of graphics or voice or sound output. So these are the medium by which we can get the outputs. Okay, so now let us discuss more. Okay, so these are few devices we are going to discuss. Let us discuss few examples of input devices. Let's say keyboard, then mouse, scanner, joystick, microphone, digital camera. So these are few examples of input devices. So keyboard is very easy for you all when you are using the alphabet keys, numeric keys, by by giving the input, let's say a plus b. So a and b, these are alphabet keys you are using from keyboard, and then let's say 2 and 3. So these are all the numeric keys, they are already in the keyboard, we are using them to give the input. Okay, now joystick is mostly used to play some games, and microphone is used when you are talking something. And output devices are, let's say, computer screen, that is the monitor, it has the display screen where we can get the output, we can see it. Speakers, okay, we can get the volume, the sound from the speakers. Printers are there with which we just need to connect that device with our computer, and we can just get the easily the hard copy of that, whatever we just required. We just connect that and just set as per the settings, we are just getting the one page or the whole set number of printouts. We can just do everything by the help of printers. So these are all about the examples of input device and the output device. Now let us discuss more in detail about the keyboard. So keyboard, okay, a particular key is pressed. So in the keyboard, when you are pressing a particular key, any key, like let's say A, B, C, D, any alphabet, or if you just want to press any numbers between 1 to 9, you can just use that. So a particular key is pressed, sending an electronic signal to the computer's brain. So already I have told you brain is nothing but the CPU, that is the central processing unit of computer. The computer's brain interprets the signal. So if I say A plus B, or if I give you, let's say 3 plus 4. So what is that 3 plus 4? So computer, like does not understand anything. So this 3 plus 4, like computer needs to add and everything, okay, like the instruction. So everything is set already in the CPU, that is the brain of the computer. So the signal is being interpreted and then we are getting the output, that is 7. So computer sends back a particular letter or character which represents the signal that the computer has interpreted. So whatever the computer has interpreted based on our inputs, based on our instructions, we are getting the outputs on the screen so that we can visualize the data on screen, or we can get the hard copy of that. Clear? So that's why keyboard is used as the input devices. Okay. Now, let us discuss mouse. What is mouse? Mouse control the movement of the cursor. If you want to move the cursor left, right, up, down, so that's why we have mouse. Okay. Now, as you move the mouse, the cursor moves in the same direction. So where you need to move the cursor, where you need to type, suppose like you have a Wattpad, you have a notepad, or whatever you want to do, you just need to place the cursor in that position by clicking the mouse. Now in every mouse, if you just check, like you have two buttons, that is left and right buttons. So for selecting anything, you just need to click the left button. I'm going to write L and I'm going to write R for that, so you can understand much easier. So useful in graphics program where you can draw pictures by using the mouse as a pen or paintbrush. So by using mouse, you can select any object, whatever you are painting, and then you can just color that by using mouse as a pen or paintbrush. Okay, you can use that also. So called because if of its shape, the wire connecting it to the computer being its a tail. So like the name is like that because the shape is like that, and it has a tail which is just nothing. Actually, it's not a real tail, but it's just a wire that is connected to mouse and computer together. Okay, by which actually mouse is connected with the computer, and by which we can just place the cursor and we can just give the inputs on the page itself, on the computer screen itself. Okay, so these are all like input devices we are discussing now. Now let us discuss scanner. Okay, what does a scanner do? Scanner scans a picture or text, translates information into a form the computer can understand. So scanner actually scan the text and translate the information in a form so that the computer can understand. The information can be then displayed on the computer screen, stored to a file, used in computer documents. Okay, so scanner actually scan the information, or you can say translates the information in such a manner so that it can stored in a file format that actually is used in computer documents, and it can be displayed on the screen itself. Okay, now let us move to next. Now, what about this screen? The screen is nothing but the output device, the most obvious and useful output device displaying text and graphics as you are working on them. So this is very important output device by which, that is the monitor display screen, where we can get the output. Okay, like whatever the inputs we are giving, whatever the like the processor is doing, the instruction is being done, and we are getting the output from the screen itself. Okay, so now in the next class we are going to discuss in more detail about the output devices of computer.